Well, can we all finally dispense with the BS that Carson Wentz is better than Dak Prescott? Is it finally put to bed now after last night's game? I think you should. Hello everybody, it's me, Cowboy Legends for Life, coming back at you again with another video with my hopes that you like the last one. And I'm going to tell you something straight. This is going to be just a bit of a long video because, I've already had just about enough of the BS about who was better at quarterback. This issue was settled to me 3 seasons ago. It was settled, all right? And you know where I stand. And why I stand there? Because the numbers stand there too. It speaks for itself. All right? Now, let me talk to all Eagle fans right now. Look, I can't stand the Eagles. I hate the Eagles. Okay? They're a rival. They're a recent rival. Basically, when you think about the Cowboys' history and the rivals they had between the Redskins, the classic rivals. Okay? Then the Giants popped up a little bit. Okay? And then the Eagles. Then the Eagles started to wonder. Okay? But the thing is that I can't stand Eagles. I'm a divisional rival, and I cannot stand Eagle fans. Oh my God, they're like fucking. Where's my spray? Psst, 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 psst. Come on, Ray, kill them all. They're like bugs to me. I like stomping them. You ever seen a big ass cockroach and you spit and go black? That's an Eagle fan to me. But the past several years since I've been doing these little videos, this little channel, and getting to know people a little bit more and more, I've come to appreciate a number of Eagle fans. As legit people with legit analysis and things like that. And I've been listening to a lot of Eagle fan shows, including Lord Brunson. Okay? And I think maybe my temperament has been mellowed a bit in the past, really basically several years, since my brother took sick and now subsequently passed away. And I think I've become mellow about things now these days. Take it easy on myself. Don't be so angry about everything, So I decided to take everything all in stride. And so when I listen to Eagle fans trying to explain away where Carson Wentz suck, instead of just getting angry about it because the way they treated my quarterback, Dak Prescott, for no damn apparent reason, but to just hate, and not only with them, but many members of my own fan base hating Prescott for just because somebody else says so. They're not this 50 touchdown. He's not this 50 touchdown throwing quarterback. You see what I'm saying? You see, but some kids are so silly they can't stand broccoli and spinach, even though it's good for you. See? And they can't let it go. They hate it ever since childhood, and they still hate it. And that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with childish minds. And so that includes Eagle fans. When they touted and put out Carson Wentz out in the forefront and went and traded up to get him, they've been hailing him ever since before he touched the football. We as fans, on the other hand, only knew about Prescott's ability in college in Mississippi State, but had no idea how he would play in the NFL, and so he fell to the background a bit until Tony Romo got hurt. And we saw what he could do, and we just like, wait a minute, we got to see what he can do in a game, a real game. But at the same time, in 2016, Eagle fans were saying how great Carson Wentz is. Great. And Dak Prescott, well, you can watch him play. He's a dick and a dunker. He's just a dick and a dunker. But here's the thing. Do not, with all seriousness, being serious about it, Eagle fans, ever come across the saying that Carson Wentz is better than Prescott or that Prescott is a shitty quarterback. There's no two comparisons whatsoever. You can't compare anything to what Carson Wentz has done in the past several years to what Prescott has done in his whole career. Okay? He's still on a record pace, even though he got hurt in the 5th game of the season. He's still on a record pace. But that's okay. I won't digress. I'm going to try to help you out here. I was listening to Eagle fans last night. I've been listening to shitbags like Cow Turd, and even Shannon Sharp's idiot head sometimes talk about some goddamn walk it to him. The motherfucker, I wish he could have walked it to him. He might be able to complete a pass. If he can walk it to him, he can't even do that. Let me tell you, I've never, and I mean this with all sincerity, and without trying to be nasty, I've never seen a player in the NFL more coddled, given more excuses, given more reasons to fuck up and be a fuck up than Carson Wentz. No, it's the front line not helping him. No, Doug Peterson's got to go. Doug Peterson, he's the reason why he's ruining Carson Wentz's career. And then you see Carson Wentz plays. And brother, I'll tell you something. Okay? You can see it right then and there. The guy don't read progressions. The guy just, he freezes with absolute fear. Okay? Because I think sometimes the first thing he's looking for is an Eagles uniform that says TE, tight end. If he can't find the TE, he holds on to the ball. Let me give you an example. 2017 season, we know he had a great year. You know why he had a great year that year? Let's be honest about it. We talked about this. It was Darius and DE90 and several of that, even at that during that year. Why the Eagles were doing so well with Carson Wentz before he went down to injury. All right? And then why Nick Foles picked up and did even better. Those last 3 games of the season, plus the postseason. And subsequently winning the Super Bowl. Why? Because you had a top-notch running game. So you opened up the field and it took a lot of pressure off Carson Wentz. We went through this before, right? And so this is why. So when you have a guy who has talent like that, a strong arm, okay, and receivers who can get open because the running game put fear in a lot of people's heart, okay? That's the truth. So what happened the following season? Because the 2 running backs that they had that made it possible to have a top 3 rushing team. They were number 3 in the NFL in 2017 in that Super Bowl year. They weren't so that much the next season. So those 2 running backs were gone. Okay? I forgot their names right now, but you know who I'm talking about, all right? So Carson Wentz struggled. Struggled the entire season. All right? Now why? Because he had no running game, and that's just a part of it anyway. So he started to run through his progressions with irregularity. You saw him coming apart at the seams during the entire season, right? And he became 5 and 6 before all of a sudden, when Dak Prescott took the Eagles apart that night, okay? Even Dak made mistakes that night, but the offense was too fucking strong, powerful, and even though the defense made a lot of mistakes in the second half, his offense was too fucking strong. Okay, he corrected his mistakes that night, and he had almost 500 yards against the Eagles with 4 touchdowns. Okay, but the point is that after that game, all of a sudden, this is what I mean coddle. He had a back problem. The season was over with. Okay, the Cowboys was going to win the division anyway. Okay, in just another game. All they had to do was win one more game after that Eagles game. The season was over with, basically. All right? And so people were upset with him. And I think Jim Schwartz, I'm talking about Doug Peterson, he came up with the perfect excuse for a man who in his mind, he was quitting. I'm sorry. He was quitting. I told you that in that year. The man quit in 2018 on your team. He came up with a back problem all of a sudden. Though he was actually playing decent enough in the second half. In the first half, the Cowboys defense shut him down. He couldn't do nothing. Couldn't find anybody. The second half, the defense came off laps off him, and then he started. He was able to tie the score up. All right, but the Cowboys' offense woke up again and just put the Eagles away. It was over with. All right. Now, all of a sudden after the game, he had a back problem, and we know that was not true. He didn't have. How you gonna play? I've seen Tony Romo had numerous back problems, broken backs. He said he had a broken back. Tony Romo could not even walk with a broken back. How the fuck this guy could play with a broken back? He quit. I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry. Because they coddled him. All right? Instead of just saying, well, Nick Foles taking over for a guy who's hurt, they were protecting their investment, everybody, from the public. I'm telling you. And this is where Doug Peterson's at. He's still trying to protect him. He is. Because they coddled that man. All right? And Foles came in there thinking, okay, there's 3 games left. Foles going to fail this time. They don't know where he's going to pull us out the fire again. And he did. He pulled you out the fire again. He pulled you out the fire and got you the postseason and won the first game. And almost won the second one against the Saints. He was finding receivers. This is out. This is what I'm talking about. This is the second one now. Foles was finding receivers that Carson Wentz couldn't find all season long. And I'm talking specifically Golden Tate and Alshon Jeffries. He was kicking ass in the postseason in the last 3 games of the season that made them win all those 3 games with Alshon Jeffries and Golden Tate. He was finding them then where Carson Wentz couldn't find any of them. If he couldn't get it to Ertz, he couldn't get it to nobody. You understand? He was reading his progressions wrong. He was seeing the field not good at all. He wasn't developing. He had a fast-paced start in his first rookie year. The first 3 games he won. I mean, he was beating the pants off the team he was playing. Then they started to catch on to him real quickly. If you start putting a little pressure on him, he cracks a bit. And that's what was going on. Remember, y'all was telling us about the front line. If they were able to protect him, he would be a Superman. Remember saying more excuse? That was an excuse. That was an excuse. You had one man was hurt on the offensive line, and y'all made that one thing the excuse to help Carson Wentz. Okay? So, man, I could not believe what I was listening to and watching. Right? Now, I'll tell you what it is, because last night's game revealed something again. It brought back what happened in 2018 season. You understand? And that was Carson Wentz, like I said, couldn't find certain receivers. So here you got Alshon Jeffrey got back from injury, right? Some games ago, some weeks ago. And he hasn't had a catch the entire time he got back. If he had none his first of the year at all. I don't know how early he was or how long he's been out, actually. But I do know that when he got back several weeks ago, Carson Wentz in the game, he still hadn't caught a pass. Right? He couldn't find him. John, what's his name? Hurt? Quarterback Hurt, I forgot his first name right now. So Jalen Hurt, right? Hurts comes into the game for that one series, or the 2 series, but quick one out and quick one in, right? So he goes for a pass and he finds who? Jeffries. Alshon Jeffries' first catch of the season, or first catch since he's been back from the injury many weeks ago. Okay? He's the first one he hit. And where Carson Wentz couldn't find him all game in the last, I don't know how many weeks. That was his first catch. And I think that WP once again went into protection mode to Carson Wentz and said, okay, pull him out. He completed the pass. I was just trying to satisfy the Mims guys out there. I was trying to satisfy the media and the fucking fan base who are pissed off right now. Jalen Hurts out there. If Jalen Hurts did a little bad, if he didn't get the first down trying to RPO, then they would say, see, he's not ready. He's not ready. But he completed the pass. And what did Dougie P do? Pulled him out the fucking game. Pulled him out. He didn't do it because he just wanted to let him get a little time in. Why not the whole series? Why not another play? The series, I guarantee you, if he caught it, I promise you, I promise you. If Jalen Hurts completed the second pass in that second try in that very same series, all hell would have broke loose in Philadelphia. I mean, people in the streets probably. You understand? Because we see it. You see it. Doug Peterson's trying to protect Carson Wentz. Because actually he's trying to protect himself. Okay? Well, how is it that Nick Foles can move the same offense that Carson Wentz is playing? Why is it that Jalen Hurts can complete a pass to a receiver on his first try where Carson Wentz couldn't find all season long? Carson Wentz is extremely overrated. I don't hate the guy. I have nothing against him. Only to the fact that how the Eagle fans cursed my quarterback, Tony Romo. And then pissed on Dak Prescott before even Dak Prescott took the ball in his first NFL career. Called him Dick in the Duck before he even started. And when he was in the preseason games. Right? And then they used to laugh at players getting hurt and their necks broke on the field and giving standing ovations. I cursed the Eagle fans ever since. You understand? They laughed at Tony Romo getting hurt. They laughed at any quarterback the Cowboys had getting hurt. And then when this shit happened to Carson Wentz, it's not that I did it because I hate Carson Wentz. I did it because I can't stand the Eagle fans. And everybody did the same thing in Carson Wentz because maybe God's cursing you and letting you know that what you've done was wrong. Why the whole world can't stand the Eagles fan base? The whole world can't stand the side of you motherfuckers, man. Truth. You're the worst there is, and you still always will be. But I saw a lot of you growing up in this past 2 seasons. Right? 2 seasons. They made a big deal about Carson Wentz winning the division when he was playing like shit all season long. Now, this is a division where every single head coach got fired except Dougie P. After the season 2019. And the Cowboys fired their offensive coordinator the year before. To save Jason Garrett. And he couldn't save him then. Last season. Now, they won the division, like I said. But then everybody was talking about, oh, he had lawn chairs out there, man. And practice squad players. Only a few people. Just 2 receivers. 1 running back and 1 receiver. And they were making a big deal out of this mockery shit. Making a big deal out of something that is a weak division that was being shown its weakness. Especially before the second half of the season. In 2019. And then he wins a few games here. And lose another, and a few games here. Remember now, you played 6 games in the division. And Carson Wentz won 5 of those 6 games. That's 5 wins. Now the rest of them are 10 games left outside the division. He's won 4 of those. How the fuck was that anything good? How? What does that show you then? So he got into his finally, wow, got into his first postseason. Last season. Finally got one. And what did he do? After Nick Foles, number 9, had to say the Eagles' ass twice and win the Super Bowl, he lasted exactly 9 minutes in the game. You understand? That's just 9, number 9 keeps popping up. If we take 9, 9, and 9 and reverse it, it becomes 6, 6, 6. That's what it is. No, I'm just having fun right there. I'm sorry. But I'm being honest with you guys. Listen. I listen to Joey Shakes. He's got a good show. But by the way, Joey Shakes, congratulations on 10,000 subscribers. You just got it. Congratulations to you. He works hard. He does a good show. All right? I listen to Darius. I listen to sometimes DE90, but he's a big baby sometimes. I'm a man, though, but he's a baby. All right? And look how he cursed us like we lost because we lost to Washington last week. He went off. And a lot of Eagle fans can't fathom. Your team fucking sucks. Your team sucks. You guys were hampering on the hope of that tied ball game with Cincinnati. Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. That's not a good game. I'm a good team. Though Joe Burrow's a good damn quarterback. He shows a lot of promise. But y'all was hoping on that tie is gonna put you through the hump. I mean, people was talking about it for fucking weeks. That tie stage kept you in the division for weeks while your team got worse and worse and worse. Now, who are you blaming now? This is what I'm talking about, the coddling. They're blaming the receivers can't get open. They're blaming the front line won't protect them. They're blaming the play calling. If Jalen Hurts played next week a whole series and he was able to take them downfield and score, even on a field goal, that actually will tell you that Dougie P is not the problem. He's not the problem. I don't think he is. Now, I'm not saying he's a great play caller. You might be right. You guys might be right about that. I have no idea. You know what I mean? Because Frank Wright's doing his thing. We know that. But y'all blamed it on Grohl. Y'all blamed a lot on him, and Grohl's been gone this past season. And you got him worse. Now, you got rid of Grohl when he was 9-7. When you guys became 9-7. And backed off and slipped and fell and won the division. And you thought you were gonna slip and fall this time, but nah. See, you never gotten up since last season. You never gotten up yet. So how you gonna slip again if you haven't gotten the fuck up? The team is bad. Bad. We Cowboys, we lost our quarterback. Y'all all got your quarterback, and we lost ours. Okay. Even now, then, we're still just one game away from what the Eagles got right now. Think about this. Season started. Carson Wentz played 8 less games than Dak Prescott in their career before the season started. Right? Now, he's just 2 games away from tying Dak Prescott with as many games played as Dak Prescott has now. Dak has 69, I believe. He has 69. Carson Wentz, I believe, has 67 now. I believe, yes, it is, 67. Right? So, what's their record? He's playing still less games than Dak Prescott, has more losses. He's playing less games than Prescott, has more interceptions, more fumbles. Freaking completing percentage that's trash as shit. His completion percentage is trash. You're gonna blame that on? Look it up. It's got to be a perfect storm of a front line ain't shit, the play calling ain't shit, the coach ain't shit, okay, and the offensive coordinator ain't shit. Just to keep the blame off of this man. You guys got a serious fucking quarterback problem. And you got rid of you had a quarterback issue when no Foles were there, and then you had the Folesian Society, as my man Philly 500 loves to say, right? Until he got rid of Foles. All right? Even Foles got a better record on a bad team right now. He still got a better record. Now he got hurt. And he went back and got Mitch Trubisky, who's a horrible quarterback. Horrible quarterback. I think if y'all played them right now, you would lose. So, please, I'm begging y'all, man. You know, I get to listen to Lord Brunson sometimes still, and he's one of the worst ones. Look, he ain't a bad guy. Good father, a successful. He's successful, but he said he's a hardworking man. He makes good money in his life. You know, he does good content. You know, but I'm gonna tell you straight, he's one of the worst ones trying to protect Carson Wentz. He's looking bad doing it. All right, looking bad doing it. You see Joey Shakes, he's lost his damn mind. Lost his damn mind. Nitro Freak. He's letting the other people who come onto the show talk him. They're trying to protect Carson Wentz. He's like, I'm not having it. He didn't like the truth for him. He was the first one to start talking about we need to get rid of Carson Wentz several years ago. Nitro free. All right? I don't think you should get rid of Carson Wentz. You already paid for him. You're going to keep paying for him if you got rid of him right now. You might as well just let him see what happens if you get another coordinator. And listen, you didn't have the same quarterback coach. He's gone. What happened to him? Go bring him back. Get somebody that's going to do the job as a quarterback coach and help this guy learn his progressions. Like what's his name? I'm sorry. Wade did before that, and then after Wade with the Cowboys, I forgot his name right now. Who was our quarterback back in the day? Who for the last 2 seasons, he made Dak Prescott improve greatly on the field. Greatly. You need a quarterback coach. But what you need to do first, though, is stop the bullshit on who's the better quarterback. He is not elite. He's not even the top 20. Now, I've been telling y'all this for a while, not to hate on him, because you've been pissing on my quarterback, and he's been kicking y'all's ass. He still got more wins than Carson Wentz against each other. When y'all beat us the last time, Dak wasn't on the field. You know what would have happened if he was on the fucking field? 500 more yards, 4 more touchdowns, and another win. I hope y'all grow up now, man. The bullshit debate about what Carson, it's still ringing in my head. Fucking Colin Cowherd. Carson Wentz is a Lamborghini. He's a Mazzeratti. Dak Prescott, no, he's not nothing like him. Carson Wentz, he's got the same arm as what's the name? Pat Mahomes. They got the same style. They got the same arm abilities. You're a goddamn lie, Cowherd. What is wrong with you, Cowherd? When he said that, I laughed about that. That's just as bad as about the Mazzeratti shit and Lamborghini. Well, let me tell you this. What good is a Mazzeratti and a fucking Lamborghini if they ain't got no gas in it? Huh? I believe Dak Prescott a lot more like a Range Rover filled with gas, getting through the tough terrain of the NFL. This time he just didn't make it. That's all. He broke down this time, so they put it back in the shop and bring it out next season. But that's Dak Prescott as a fucking warrior. Stop trying to compare a Mazzeratti and a Lamborghini to a fucking warrior. There's a big difference in that. Now I remember too that you guys really pissed on Dak Prescott in 2017 when he was going through struggles because Doug Free had retired and Leary went to Denver. The line that was protecting him that was pretty damn strong. Okay, now he had 25 fucking sacks. Next he had 35 sacks, right? And yet he still put up decent numbers, and he had 9-7 season. At least the difference that you was talking about he didn't get 200 yards this game. He didn't get 200 yards that game. He didn't throw a touchdown in this game. Same thing's going on with Carson Wentz now. The last 1.5 seasons, same thing going on with him, right? But the difference between him and Dak Prescott is that Dak Prescott didn't stop winning. He was still winning. He found a way to win. Why? Because he never quits. How many times you heard me say that? He never quits, and he's a fucking warrior. So I'm begging y'all, with all sincerity, let's all respect each other now, okay? Stop comparing Carson Wentz to all other quarterbacks, and especially to his division rival, Dak Prescott, okay? There's no comparison to those two. I said it then, and I say it now. He started with winning the Rookie of the Year. What the fuck did Carson Wentz win? And all he's done since that time was improve and progressively each year. There was a time when Dak ain't had no fucking receivers himself. Look, Beast was decent. He wasn't a powerhouse, but he was a good receiver. But he had T. Will, he had Butler, he had an aging Witten, okay, and he had what's the name? Sorry, my man here, Des Bryant. I mean, he was dropping balls more than, beats. He's dropping more balls than fucking rappers drop beats, bro. And so they couldn't have nothing. They had nothing. So we slowly got rid of them, and we got Hearn, and we got this other kid, and they were worse than all of them. Worse than them. They got rid of T. Will. They still were worse until all of a sudden Amari Cooper came on the ship and righted that motherfucker. Carson Wentz needs to find a connection, not just to Ertz, because that's all he has right now. Ertz and Goddard, who are both good receivers, basically tight ends, okay? But that's all he's looking for, okay? Gotta learn to spread the ball. You gotta get him a running game, a serious running game. You can't stop running the ball, and maybe they'll take some pressure off of him. Obviously, he can't deal with pressure very well. That's the truth. Especially when they gave him that fucking money. And now he's trying to live up to it. Anyway, that's all I'm trying to say. Just please, no more with the Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz shit. That shit debate put to bed several years ago. Okay? Dak's a far better quarterback. That's all I'm going to say. Peace.